Where, or I guess when, is safety? Some people think it's when they're sitting at home with people they love. Others believe it's when they're around someone meant to protect them, like the police or their father. Few people even believe that they're never safe, but for me, I think I'm safest when I'm around my traffic cones.
So, tell us about David.
Oh, where to begin with David? Well, David's always been different. Ever since he started talking, he's had a strange...
Obsession.
No, not that. Just a interest in traffic cones.
People find it hard to believe someone could have so much interest in one particular subject. They like to call me names like crazy, silly. I've even had someone call me a raging nut. And that's not true. I'm just a man with a hobby, and those people are just jealous.
I remember when we'd go on long car rides, David would always shout and make us slow down as we drove by street cones. He'd remind us that it was the law, after all. I remember he was always so excited when he peered out the window. This all started around the same time his collection did.
Do you remember exactly where it started?
I believe it started when he was... Well, it couldn't have been more than 7. I think it was his grandma that got him a small one at a gas station on our way to our family's Easter celebration. He took that first cone everywhere, and we couldn't get away from him.
My parents, or at least my mom, were always very supportive of my collecting. I would constantly be getting little cone-related knickknacks from the Cone Fairy.
The Cone Fairy was a little thing we created.
You created.
We created to help David with his life. Every time he did something good or came home beat up from school, he'd get a little cone inside one of his socks. I remember I could always hear him scream from across the house when he'd find one of those little cones in his sock.
Do you think he'll ever quit?
Quit? No, I suppose not. Sometimes I wish he would. We try to get him outside of the house, but all he ever wants to do is sit and admire his cones. He never turns on his TV or anything. He used to go outside looking for his cones, but ever since he broke the record, he's, well, given up. Or at least stopped trying. He even quit his job. I mean, it's hard enough to get him upstairs for dinner. Sometimes I hear him talking to them down there.
What are your plans for the future, David? Perhaps selling all the cones now that you broke the record?
What? Like move on? No, I could never abandon my cones. I've spent so much time and money. I couldn't. The longest I remember being away from them was 3 days last winter at an old lady's house.
What were you doing there?
She had an antique cone made out of wood I was trying to buy from her. It was stormy out, and we negotiated for so long I got snowed in. That's not the point, though. No, I won't leave my cones. I could never, even if I tried to. They're all I have. Without them, I'm nothing. I'd just become some 28-year-old living in his parents' basement. I'd have no one to talk to without my cones. I'd have no friends.
What are we doing, Dwayne?
I don't know.
Rosalind, do you know?
What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
We're sitting here right now.
Well, that sounds
You should
boring.
blur out my face and focus on her face.
Why?
Well, you guys are close enough that I don't need to do any of that.
That's true. About now.
You should start
Right here.
practicing it before you actually record it. You guys should do it a couple times.
Like, get really
Yeah,
close,
that's
Dwayne. Get Dwayne, like. Okay, wait. But, like, well, okay.